You're watching the 6 o'clock news.
All right, let's get to this one now. A nice bottle of wine, always a good gift this time of year, but what are you going to get?
Yeah, it's a good question. Coming up next, we're speaking with an award-winning sommelier to give us his tips on which wines to choose.
Well, a good bottle of wine can be a great gift for under your tree or something that can help you to bring in the new year. So if you do want to splurge or stick to a budget this holiday season, there is a wine out there for you.
Joining us now to tell us what you should look for is Yannick Benjamin, an award-winning sommelier and co-owner of a great wine shop. You're also the founder of Wine on Wheels. You've been on our show before talking about Wine on Wheels. Kind of, tell our viewers again how you got the story started.
I've been a long-time sommelier. In 2003, I was in a car accident, and so I had to pivot and readjust. And I realized that in the hospitality industry, I didn't see enough people that look like me, people with disabilities, and I wanted to open up that door and really kind of inspire others and help others that are in the industry to maybe change their ways of doing things and, kind of build that, bridge with the disability community and hospitality. And that's how it came about.
So how are you having people change the way they do things to make sure that they're accommodating people with disabilities?
Exactly, making sure that, part of the bar is a little lower, making sure that people can get through the dining room, making sure the bathrooms are accessible, but most importantly also being able to treat the guest that has a disability, social accessibility that I like to call it, like my dear friend Peter Slayton says, and I think that's really the most important thing, to make that individual feel special.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Love what you're doing. Thank you for bringing us so many gifts today. Okay, so I got a call from my dad. He's like, what kind of wine should I buy at the store for our Christmas get-together? And red or white, what do you usually advise people?
Well, I think, you've got to understand your palate. And the first thing, if you drink coffee, for example, so if you're starting off with an espresso with no sugar, there's probably a good chance that you like things that are a bit more tannic and, a bit more
bitter.
rustic. Yeah, bitter, correct, And then if you're starting off the day with like a cappuccino and you're adding extra sugar, so you're probably you want things a little bit sweeter and maybe a little bit more body. So, I mean, it's a conversation I like to have with people, if that makes any sense.
That's a good way to compare the two. I haven't heard that before. I like that.
So you brought a total of 3 of them.
Yes.
I think they're all pretty reasonably priced.
Absolutely.
And if they're coming from you, they're obviously going to be great picks of wine.
For sure.
So for whoever's watching, if you pick any one of these, you say the master sommelier told us what to buy. So let's start off with the ones you have here.
First off, every wine region is beautiful, right? Yeah. And so the first one that we're going to have is actually a grape called Trebbiano. It's from the family of Zenato. So we're all the way in the northeastern part of Italy, Lake Garda, and it's Trebbiano. It's salty, it's fresh, it's crisp, it's floral.
It's very fresh.
Yeah. And so
really
this is a type of wine that I think that I would like to be greeted with when you first come into the apartment. Sure. It's a really good palate cleanser, right?
It's kind of light, not so overpowering.
It wakes you up a little bit, right? Nice zesty acidity. And then we're going to go right in the middle. I think a region or a country that's overlooked often is Chile. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot blend. And so this is something that you would find on the shelf for about $25. It's Cousino-Macul. A really old family that goes back to the late 1800s. And so if you don't want to spend a lot of money for Bordeaux, but you're looking for those kind of green bell pepper notes, leathery, smoky, then look no further, I think. And I think it's a stunning wine, 2020 vintage, and it's got a little age to it.
That's really great.
Yeah. Bianca, you're the sommelier too. So what notes do you pick up? What would you
I was going to say,
this?
I mean, for me in Chile, I can definitely take Sauvignon Blanc, but you can also take out the green pepper and leather and dark ripe fruits.
Exactly. And it's got a bit of that blackberry and that generosity, but still a bit of that earthiness too.
Really
great
good.
with food as well, by the way.
Okay, this is our last one.
The last one. This one I'm really excited about. We're in the region of Rioja.
I love the smell.
Yes, and what makes this unique, this is a grape called Tempranillo. We're in Rioja, so right by the Basque region, a very old region. And this is Bodegas Faustino right here, 2016, so it has some age. But what makes it unique, it's that it's aged in American oak. So you get these exotic aromas and also this coconut and dill that gives it that beautiful lift. Really great if you eat lamb, wonderful, but it's soft enough to go with a lot of other dishes as well.
So in terms of tannins, maybe, I mean, you can't just throw that out there, but for people that are like talking about the tannins, how can you explain that to people that maybe
that sort of drying effect, that wood-like effect that you can kind of feel like, I mean, if you were ever a kid and you chewed on a pencil, it kind of has a bit of that wood-like effect,
Yeah. That one's my favorite. That's the bottle there. Okay, I hope my dad's watching because that's the one we need for Christmas.
Good value too, please.
Sounds good.
Bianca, Yannick, these are all under like what, $40 at
all
least?
under $40.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean usually about $30, right?
Yeah.
Wine.com, check it out. So yeah, please.
Can they follow you personally? Are you giving some recommendations
at
as well?
Yannick Benjamin, at Beau Pierre Wines and Spirits. Check us out. If you need any help, I always respond. So please.
Yannick, you're the
Yum,
best.
yum.
Happy
Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining
You're
us.
awesome. Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah, salute.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Nick is up next with another update on tomorrow's snow.
We'll be right back.